Well, good morning and welcome back to another snowy, fully electric farm. First job, cows again. Gotta get them topped up with food. It's December and it's still dark at 8 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, gotta get cows topped up with food. Probably ought to get that bedding out of the shovel there. So, we should have some in here. I'll get another couple of mixes made up until they're all happy. But yeah, according to the farming agency, who create Maizeplus, cows should start producing milk between 22 and 26 months old. They're currently 23 months old, so we should be getting some milk soon. We should. But obviously we'll give it another 3 months. Not really sure why we haven't got any so far. Okay. Let's make up a dairy cattle mix. So, I hope you've all been enjoying my my roleplay series, The Early Life of Robert Scythe. I think it's going quite well so far. It's certainly got me some more subscribers, so thank you to all for subscribing. And yeah, and hopefully you'll join us on some of the other series as well, like this one. Obviously, if you haven't, then I'm not even talking to you right now. Right then. What's a cow mix here made of? Right, it'll be another silage bale, won't it? Or not a complete one, maybe, but the wool stacks are lovely in there as well. Right. There we go. Let's get this load emptied. And then we'll have one more load, I think, and that should fill it up, I hope. So we currently have £14,956 in the bank account. And that was from selling the barley yesterday. Not yesterday, sorry. In the previous episode. Which wasn't yesterday, even for me. And today, I'm hoping that the silage we created in the bales in the field is going to be ready to sell. Hoping. Yep. One more load should fill this up. Why did I turn the engine off? So all we got to do is get all the bales tidied up and put onto the trailer. Which is going to be a very time-lapsey job. Because it's all done manually. We haven't got an auto-load trailer. That is something we can only aspire to at the moment. However, we have got our new Massey Ferguson tractor, which is pretty cool. because it should be able to tow a trailer full of silage a lot easier than this one used to. Right, how are we doing? Mix is looking good. Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's exactly the right amount. How about that? Who'd have thought? So, this mix needs to go in now. And then I will absolutely guarantee you that the cows will need feeding again this evening before we rest into January. I don't know when we expect to start getting some milk, but if we haven't by the time the cows are 30 months old, something's definitely wrong. Right, how are we doing? Ah, we're nearly there. Brilliant. So this should take us up to full. Yep, there we go. Now I'm going to leave this in here because we're going to use the Massey Ferguson to load the trailer up with the silage. Here we are. And I think I've decided what I'm going to do with that field up there. But we're gonna put in corn and make maize silage, because we can rent a forage harvester, a maize. Sorry, yes. You know what I mean. A maize harvester. We've got the trailer already. We've got the pit. So it should be all good. Right then, before I forget, I'm going to get that pesky bale that rolled down into the woods over here. By my house. Say my house. I've only got a flat in the house, although I never see anyone else. Strange. It's a big old house just for me, isn't it? Alright, I'm going to get all these loaded as much as possible, including the bottom field. They're not fermented yet. So we haven't got fully fermented bales yet. Kind of as expected, although I don't think they can be that far off. I hope. It depends really, because I think I actually wrapped them quite late in the previous episode, so... Let's have a quick look. Fermenting 68%. Okay, so not too bad at all. So they're not that far off. Right then, like I said, we'll get them all loaded. Get one trailer load loaded, and we will wait until that has all fermented before we take it and sell it. Which should be later on in the day. Right, well. Crazily, we'll have them all loaded. That is going to be one heavy trailer. Although the tyres look okay at the minute. Although the tractor tyres at the back, they're probably inflating a little bit. But, that's brilliant. Let's have a look how much it is. 130,000 litres. Well, that's just incredible. 78%, 81%. Yep, they're going to be ready this episode. But before they're ready... I'll get my controls right. Before they're ready, what we're going to do is some field care. We need to get some nitrogen on the grass fields, possibly some lime as well. Although, I think I remember doing the lime recently. But yeah, if you remember in the previous episode, I said my plan, which I'm sticking to. My plan is going to be to build a BGA. Or purchase the BGA on the map. Now, the BGA on the map is over here. You can't purchase the BGA. Well then, I'm going to have to make my own BGA. Well, that is disappointing. However, what I really need is the world's cheapest field, which is still going to be blooming expensive. Look at that, £68,000 just for that one. I want £200,000 for that one. I don't understand that. They're about the same size. What's this? Don't know. Oh, it's because I've got dynamic field prices on, and that one's cheap and that one's expensive at the minute. So, fair enough. Yeah. Well, I might just have to build it. What was that? £4. Charge me car. Charge me telehandler. Right. So I might just have to build it on land that we currently own. Which means it will be a small BGA. But that is equally fine. This is towing this no problem at all. Absolutely brilliant. But I don't know yet where I'm going to put the BGA because it needs some fairly flat ground and I haven't got any. Apart from the yard up here. So it may well be a case of possibly selling or moving some things. Like the shed. Maybe put the BGA there. Or... yes, I just don't know. Right, I'm going to park this up here for now. Leave the trailer there because what I want to do is get some... What do I want to do, in fact? Let's have a look. Oh, it's got outdated data. Oh. How much was it? 2,400. Well, it is worth it. It is worth it. Right, so I do need to do this bottom area with lime. Everything else seems to be okay. But I definitely need to do the bottom field and that field with nitrogen. So. Lime to start with then. This is the lime I've got here in the trailer. Now, I do remember doing the bottom grass field with lime actually, so I'm not surprised it's not that bad. However, this field over here I don't remember doing, which explains why the pH levels are terrible. But if we want to get a good yield, then I need to look after the fields. And this is one way of doing it. Now the lime is used incredibly quickly. Oh. Yeah. The lime is going to be used incredibly quickly. We have a couple more bags of it, but it's not going to last that long. Hopefully we'll get a good chunk of the way through the field. We'll see. And then we will need to start thinking about slurry. Wow, look at that. Half the trailer used already. That's crazy quick. Maybe we don't have anywhere near enough to get this field done. What lime have I got left? Okay, so there's 3. Definitely not full, but there's 3 bags in there that I can try and wiggle into. I also have some solid fertilizer there, which is good because I think when I plant the corn, I'll get a drill that takes solid fertilizer as well. And that will have a layer of fertilizer at the same time, which will be perfect. I say a layer, it'll actually do all the fertilizing at the same time, which will be perfect. Right, let's try and get it loaded from there. There we go. Oh no. Right, everybody look away while I use super strength for a second. There. There, that bale miraculously rolled out the way very easily for me. Right. Okay, so this thing takes nearly all 3 bags to fill it. In fact, it's probably 2 bags that it took, but as the first bag was nearly empty anyway. And it's going to stick it onto the field in no time at all. So I'm going to have to find a better way of doing this, I think. Because, well, we'll just have to leave the rest of the field, I guess, for now. Unless I go and buy some more lime, which I don't really want to do because it is so expensive and it is used so quickly. I wasted some at the edge of the field there because outside the boundaries of the field. Well, I'll go get that tiny little bit and I'll stick it down in the red section down there. But that'll have to do, I'm afraid, for now. And we will get the slurry tanker and start putting some slurry down on both that field and the bottom field. Well, that's not even worth taking down there. Let's park it up in here. Oh, let's drive into the shed. Right, that could stay there then. And then we need the slurry tanker. Be really good actually at some point for me to get a manure pit and a manure spreader, a muck spreader, because that's going to make things a lot easier as well. Get it before I start. How much slurry have we got in here? Oh, we got a good amount. I mean, I don't know if it will go far, but we've got a good amount. So let's see. Actually, let's have a look at getting a pit. Actually, how much was that? No. That's a really good price for it, though. Can't afford it yet, but that's a really good price for it. Right. If I'm going to do it, we ought to do it properly. Where's best to put this? Oh, maybe over here. If I move those bales. Over here would be good, wouldn't it? Right. I'll get the bales moved. And then we'll put our manure heap in. There we are. That should start producing manure for us. And then what we're going to need a spreader. So there's the high spec one there that I use in the roleplay series, and that's not a bad one. This one's a bit bigger, but £30,000. I think we're going to have to aim small at the minute and go for that one. We'll have to see, but that's gonna help us no end. Right, now to get the yield of the field up. Right, I'll just time lapse this until we run out of slurry, because I would think that we're going to run out of slurry way before we finish, as is typical. There we go then, both grass fields are nitrogened. It looks a bit of a speckly mess though on the mini map. I'm not sure why. I think it was due to a previous attempt of fertilization. Alright, that can stay there. Now, there are a few bits of equipment that I thought maybe I could get rid of. Oh, look at that. In that very short time there, the cows have produced 624 litres of manure. That's amazing. Well done, cows. Superb. That's brilliant. So, what was I saying? Oh, yes. Now that we have the ability to cut bales open, we don't really have any need for the bale shredder. Oh, and the other thing is the feed mixer can also shred the bales. So I think I'm going to take that back to the store. And the other thing we bought that's possibly a bit rubbish is the lime spreader, because it doesn't exactly go very far. So I'm thinking that we sell both of those to try and recover a bit of money. Now I would like to take them back to the store to sell them, because you get a little bit more back for them, and you can repair them and repaint them and then sell them. But I think, especially with this, we're going to do that, because this is probably worth a lot more than the spreader. So we're going to take this one back, and I'm just going to sell the spreader remotely, I think. There's a tiny bit of lime in the bottom of it, but that's alright. We can take the hit on that. And I think in the future we might have to lease a lime spreader to do the lime. Oh, traffic sign there. Right, I'll see you at the shop. Okay, so I've sold that. It cut to £21,000, £21,800, which means I could actually buy a manure spreader. It would have to be that one, which I don't think is that bad, because actually it's only a slightly smaller capacity than that one. It has a wider working width. It's a bit slower, that's all. Yes, I do like it. I do like it. But apparently you have to use it in Ireland. Good lord. Go back to no registration, thank you. As for colour, I quite like it in the colour it is, although as we're a green farm, might be nice to get it in green. I do like a nice Fent green though. We got a Fent green? Fent Classic. That's a nice green. There we go. We'll go for that. Yeah. There we go. We can take that away now. Who knows? Might produce more manure than we do slurry. Which will be absolutely fantastic for both the grass fields and the arable field as well. Tend to put slurry on the grass fields and manure on the animal fields. On the arable fields, not animal fields. Honestly, my words lately are just not coming out right. So we can park this up next to the new manure pit. I think there's even a trigger there to fill it, so it should be nice and easy. You don't have to use a telehandler to fill it. There should be a trigger somewhere to fill it. So, in fact, we could try that now, couldn't we? Yep, there we go. That works perfectly. Look at that, 625 litres already in our new manure spreader. So we'll leave that to rot the bottom of the manure spreader. And that's fantastic news. There we go. As for the lime spreader, how much can we get for that? 6,400. Okay, so it's not that bad then. It's not that bad at all. But it's not a good lime spreader. So, gone. Gone. Right then. How are the silage bales getting on? Thank you for bearing with me in this episode. I like to make the episodes of this series slightly longer because we only do one a week. But I really do enjoy this series. I don't think that's going to be ready today. So, I'm going to leave the episode there for today. I'll spend the afternoon feeding the cows, making sure they've got everything they need. But yeah, we've done quite a lot today. I think we're doing well. Next episode, it will be January. Probably the best time to sell the silage anyway. Let's have a quick look. Oh, no, it's grass silage, isn't it? Where's grass silage? Is that further up? Nope. It's further down then. Why would it all be together? Grass silage, here we are. So yeah, oh, Felsbrunn. That's unusual to have Felsbrunn better than the biogas plant. But yep, January is the best time to sell 516. Oh, I didn't want to do that. 516. Felsbrunn currently 519. So, biogas plant and animal dealer are going up. So we'll see how we get on next time. Right, so on that note, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again very soon. Bye for now.